Hey everybody, Rez the Collector here, and I am finally making a new video. I know I've been kind of AWOL for a while, and I wanted to start off getting back into videos with doing a collection update. Now I know it's been a while since I've done one. I've got quite a few new pieces. I really haven't done one, I think since middle of the year maybe? And at that point, hadn't been to Comic-Con yet, and hadn't really moved out into the new room. Now, I did do a walkthrough of the new room, uh, but I didn't do any commentary with it, and it was just kind of a short video. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the collection as a whole, and we're going to move. We're going to start here, and then we're going to move to the left, and that's going to take us past all the on-card pieces before we get to the actual display cabinets themselves. So the first thing we're seeing here is a red Superman cape. Now, I got this at Walmart. Of course, it is a Man of Steel tie-in. Now, obviously, in Man of Steel, he didn't have an S in the back of his cape, but of course, they needed to identify this in some way to market it, and just having a red cape probably wasn't going to appeal. So they did put the Man of Steel S on there. Now, behind this is another cape. This cape is actually from Great America when the Superman ride opened. Of course, it's just got a standard Superman symbol, and it's not straight yellow, and it is a shorter cape. But it is more of a standard material than this shiny, satiny type stuff here. Now, moving over. As you can see here, I've got some boxes on display. Of course, I got the big S symbols on them. The top we have the Doomsday that came out as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. By that, we have the Kotobukiya Man of Steel, and that, of course, is the one where he's crouched. And then we have the Superman for Tomorrow Kotobukiya, and that is a classic costume. We'll see those when we get to the display case. Now this here is just a bookshelf that has been repurposed for displaying on card, and as you can see here, I need to dust, obviously. Up top here we've got the red Superman in the McGinnis style. I got this for like 10 bucks at Graham Cracker Comics as I was passing through. And then we have the whole run of the Justice League Classic Icons. Now, I have none of these figures out of package. I do have a Superman coming at some point, and he will be opened and put on display. But definitely love having this entire run. It was really worth it for me to track all of these down. The second shelf here, we have two new Krypton figures. We've got the Mon-El and the Superwoman. And then we've got some variant Supermans. We've got, of course, the Kingdom Come, the Elseworlds Good Superman, and a All-Star reissue. Now, that I think was originally supposed to be Superman of Earth 2, but however it has the Earth 1S on it. Coming down, we have Mattel's first New 52 Superman. Now that's in the matte finish. They did release one in the shinier finish, and that we'll see here in a couple minutes. Next to that, we've got the Mattel Red Lantern Cyborg. Two very awesome pickups from Comic-Con for me for Chicago Comic-Con was the Chrome S Steel. Of course, that is the Mattel Superheroes line that came out before DCUC, and he is a very difficult piece to find. And then we have a black suited Superman with the silver cape and the silver S symbol. Down below that, as you can see, we've got a Kotobukiya Justice League Superman. We've got the Hush Superman. Now, there's a variant of this figure that came out with the Superman Through the Ages that doesn't have the ripped up cape or the vines on the neck, and I've actually got that on display. Next to that is my Trinity Superman signed by Dean Cain and my Alex Ross Superman. Now on the bottom shelf here we have the Justice League We Can Be Heroes, and this of course is an unopened package, and then we've got just a few comics here on the side. A lot of the omnibuses that I've picked up instead of just buying, individual issues. Coming back up over here, we've got another display of boxes with the symbol. Of course, we have the awesome Hot Toys Christopher Reeve there front and center. And these, of course, are all 3 Hot Toys boxes. We have the Hot Toys Man of Steel and the Superman 3 Evil version of the Christopher Reeve figure. Now down here, these are what I consider to be my grail pieces in my collection. I've got a couple that I would consider that, and some people might consider them grail pieces, some people might not. But for me, these were figures that I wanted so badly when they originally came out, and I couldn't get them at that time. And a lot of them are really expensive and really hard to track down, especially this Cyborg here. He is really expensive. But I did manage to track them all down. I've got them both on card and loose. And of course, this is the on card. We'll see the loose in the display cases. Now, as you can see, there's some things behind here. Just some kind of random stuff I don't really have room to display right now. Some of the things that came with, like the chess pieces and the lead figures, and we have the unopened Superman Through the Ages comic back there. My office area, of course, Xbox One, Xbox 360, overheating laptop of doom, and the ever-present Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper. Now I'm old and I have back issues, so I'm going to sit down while we do these next parts. Maybe that'll make it a little less shaky. Alright, as you can see here, we've got a couple Lego figures, we've got some superhero glasses and some Superman cups there. Here we've got a lot of the DC animated stuff, a couple of Marvel things thrown in there, and some of my games, and some Blu-rays I was watching. Not that that's important, but whatever. We've got a couple multiverse figures. We've got Batman and Mr. Freeze. We've got the Crisis Jay Garrick Flash. And then up here we've got some Batman and one Green Lantern statues. Those are from Monogram, I want to say. Alright, now there is that metallic version of the New 52 Superman I was talking about earlier from Mattel. Got a couple of hero clicks there. We've got the reactivated Kingdom Come Green Lantern, the New 52 Flash, the Batman from Planet X along with Batmite, the Vampire Batman, New 52 Batman in metallic paint, and then we've got the Earth 2 Trinity. Now, I wanted all 3 of these in package and loose as well, and I do have them. The Earth 2 Superman is just really, really crappily painted. Let's get a close-up on there. I don't know how easy it's going to be able to be seen. I don't know if you can see that on the S there, and then on the belt buckle. It's just terribly painted. The Batman and the Wonder Woman are great, though. We've got the Hush Batman, a Glade plug-in thing with a Christmas thing on it, and another Batman with the ellipse around the bat symbol. Coming up, we have my New Frontier. Of course, there's the Trinity again, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, accompanied by Flash, the Martian Manhunter, and Dr. Fate. We've got a Superman print signed by the author at Chicago Comic-Con, and then we have Superman the New 52 from the cover of Superman #1, and that is signed by George Perez, the artist. A couple of random Hot Wheels here. Green Lantern, Robin, and a couple of random Batmobiles. And then we've got a Superman, it's like an old cover here. Some stamps that my wife bought me a while ago, and then over here we hit the Marvel, Disney, Star Wars corner. Not everything over here is displayed, like my FX lightsabers aren't down here. Actually, we had a bonfire and I brought them out for the kids to play with. But there we go, my Hall of Armor. Let's see, what do we got here? We got Agent Venom hidden in the back there. We've got a Thor. We've got Ironmonger. We've got my Hulk in package signed by Ferrigno. Kind of a dick. Really surprised. Yeah, he was kind of a dick. We got the Barbarian Hulk up there. We've got Black Series, R2. So yeah, just a few different Marvel things there. Of course, the Kryptonite No More, Nevermore cover here in that big poster. Let's roll! Alright, sorry for the bright, blinding light of doom. We've got a great picture of Christopher Reeve from Superman 3 after he defeats his evil doppelganger and busts out the red S of goodness. That makes it a little bit better. We've got classic Superman cover there and a tin sign. We've got Alex Ross's Justice League, and we have a classic Wizard cover of Superman versus Spider-Man that actually is the cover. Removed by a friend of mine, and then I ended up putting it in the frame. We have some random Superman cups. Inside the big coffee cup looking thing is a Green Lantern model that you guys have seen in the past, and a bunch of old Hero Clicks. Sorry, my finger got in the way there. All 10 seasons of Smallville. I'm not even sure they're all open. I think they're all open. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're all open. Yeah, I don't know. I brought the animated movies and the Smallville out here because I felt they deserved to be more in the collection room. And there, of course, is my rotating display, which we'll be seeing more once we get back to doing more reviews. Of course, my awesome Superman lamp, which is a statue in and of itself with the lamp piece on it, and really great price for what that is. You remove that lamp piece and you've got an awesome statue alone, and it's only about a $65 piece. Now, if you can see those lights lighting up back there, I had the clapper hooked up, so when I walk in the room, all I have to do is clap my hands and my display cases turn on. All right, on to the first display case. As you can see in the front here, we have all new 52 figures. There, of course, we have the majority of Earth 2. The only one not in here is the Earth 2 Superman, which he's on display in the regular Superman cabinet, and I actually don't own the Hawkwoman. But other than that, there's the entire new 52 Earth 2 lineup, and then we get into the new 52 Justice League lineup. As you can see, we've got Kid Flash, regular Flash, Lantern, Wonder Woman. Well, this light is really blinding on here. It's not that bright there we go. That's better. See, focusing is good, folks. Of course, we've got new 52 Superman. We've got Batman, Cyborg, Shazam, Green Arrow, Nightwing, Red Robin, and Batgirl. Of course, down here we've got the Injustice Nightwing. We've got the Multiverse Keaton Batman. A couple of random things over here, and all of the spectrum of Green Lantern rings. It's kind of hard to see now. There we go. The entire spectrum of Lantern rings, Flash's ring with his costume in it. Now, back behind that, as you can see, we've got quite a few lanterns in various sizes, a couple of Hawkmen. We scan over and we run into Flashes. Over a little bit more, and we start hitting classic Justice League members. As you can see there, we've got Wonder Woman, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, we've got Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, Firestorm, Shazam, or as he was called then, Captain Marvel. We've got the Earth 2 Robin, the Spectre, and Earth 3 Lex Luthor there in the back. And then it brings us over to our Batman. We've got quite a few different Batman there. I'm not going to go through them all. You can see them. They're awesome. They're Batman. They're hanging out looking for stuff to do. Alright, we come down to the villains. Well, not yet to the villains. Of course, we've got the Superpowers figures here. And of course, we've got the Superpowers Batmobile back there. And then we come to another line of new 52 figures. We have Harley Quinn, Red Hood, almost said Red Robin, Talon, Deathstorm, the new 52 Crime Syndicate, which includes Power Ring. I'm blanking. My God, how am I blanking? I just keep thinking it's Johnny Quick. There we go. I was like, Johnny something. And I just kept thinking about his daughter, Jessica Chambers. And yeah, okay. So you don't need to know that. Anyway, Owlman, Superwoman, and of course Ultraman. On there on the side there, we've got a Joker from the Batman: The Dark Knight Returns 2 Blu-ray, and the Mattel General Zod. Now looking back behind those guys, we of course got the other versions of the Crime Syndicate. And then on the last row, we've got the Ultraman that came with that Lex Luthor of Earth 3. We've got a Despero, the Mattel Darkseid, the Super Friends, Lex Luthor, the Black Lantern Hal Jordan. Of course, we don't have Crime Syndicate members to match Deathstorm. So back there we've just got some lanterns. We've got the Red Lantern, the Yellow Lantern Scarecrow, and the Orange Lantern. We have the Build-A-Figure of the Anti-Monitor, the orange suited Lex Luthor, and of course in the back there being big bad is the new 52 Darkseid. So that is the smaller display case. Scooting over to the big Mamma Jamma. See if we can get some clarity here maybe. Alright, we have the Kotobukiya Man of Steel. That was that box we were looking at earlier. The Hot Toys Henry Cavill, as you can see there, I've got him in a flight pose. The Hot Toys Superman 3, he is in a fighting pose. And the Hot Toys Christopher Reeve, again in a flight pose that just screams Christopher Reeve to me. We have the Superman Man vs. Machine statue. Now back behind these, we have all 8 of the Man of Steel Movie Master figures. We've got a Superman watch from the 90s or 80s. We've got one of the Who's Who Superman statues. We have the Blu-ray figures that came with my Man of Steel Blu-ray. We've got Zod and Superman. A couple of random buttons. A tin sign. A puzzle. And somewhere back there is the Eradicator's visor, which fell off his head. We'll be seeing him in just a minute. I know it's in the case somewhere, but I decided to do some moving of things around, which I greatly regretted. I like it now, but while I was doing it, it was a serious pain in the ass. Alright, what I wanted to do is I wanted it to go basically figures than statues. And the way I had it is I had, this was all these, what I consider, I mean, yes, they're figures, but I basically consider Hot Toys to be posable statues because they are god-awful expensive. So I consider this to be a statue level. Next, I had figures. And I decided that I didn't want figures on this level. I wanted it to go statue, statue, statues, and then figures, figures. So I decided to take all of the figures on all of the tier displays and move them. And that is not easy. The wooden ones that I got from Walmart, that a lot of you guys have picked up now, were fine. Those are easy to use. It was the acrylic one that has 4 tiers instead of 3 that was just terrible to deal with. It always has been. You'll get down to like 2 rows and then you'll accidentally touch something, and the way the stairs are rounded and it's slippery, and you touch something and everything goes down, and then it'll take down the stuff in the tiers next to it, and it's terrible. So here we have Hallmark Superman. As you can see there, hanging there. He'll be going up in the Christmas display once my wife forces me to put that up, probably the day after Thanksgiving. We have the Superman Man of Steel statues. I have all 8 currently released. It is a line that I definitely will be trying to pick up every single statue from, even though there's some coming out that I'm not that overjoyed about. The Superman, the animated series, okay, yeah, I'll probably like it once I get it. And then there's that one really weird one where he looks like Johnny Bravo, basically. Ooh, I don't know about that one. But I really want to collect the entire series, so that's going to be an issue for me. But there you have it, all 8 of the current statues. And we've got some stuff intermixed here. Of course, we've got the lead statue Doomsday. Sorry, guys, I just keep blanking on everything. Stuff that is, you know, ingrained in the Superman fans is just bloop gone. We've got Bizarro. And then we've got the Superman and Superboy there. We've got the Defender of Mankind Hallmark New 52 Superman. On the edge, kind of ending out this line of statues, we have the Superman Icon New 52 statue, which is very cool and just recently came out. In the back there, you can see we've just got the card from the Christopher Reeve multiverse. And we have a Superboy model, which is really shittily painted, so I'm not going to get too close to that. I painted it, by the way, so I can say it's shittily painted. All right, next statue level. As you can see here, we've got some of those grab bag things and a couple of hero clicks. There is that big, beautiful Kotobukiya Superman for Tomorrow statue. We saw the box for that just a little bit ago. The Mini Bowen Superman. The New 52 Supergirl. I love this statue. This was a Comic-Con pickup for me. It was something that I had been wanting for a very long time, and I got a good deal on her. The Supergirl New 52 bust, I actually picked up that bust at Comic-Con as well, but in previous years. The Tim Bruckner Supergirl mini here. This is a great, great piece. I just got this. I had sold a couple of things on eBay and picked this. Actually, it was a Superman bust I was picking up, and this was a bonus that was thrown in. It was an awesome, awesome deal, and I was really excited to get it. Sorry about all the focusing issues here, guys. We've got the Kingdom Come Superman statue with my little custom City of Kandor there, which is kind of fugly. Cheap little Superman thing I picked up at the dollar store. The anime Supergirl. Here we have the Superman and Supergirl Kotobukiyas, and I threw my spare Superboy figure up there just to kind of finish it out, and I think it looks really well together. And lastly, there is that Superman bust that I picked up and got that bonus Supergirl statue, also a Tim Bruckner. Very, very happy to have that. I love that statue, and it was a great addition to my collection. We're getting to the end here, guys. Finally, we have reached the figure levels. As you can see here, we have villains. We've got Bizarros, and then more Bizarros behind them. I'm going to have to stand. I don't want to stand! I'm lazy and I don't want to do it. So, we've got Bizarros. We've got... I tend to think of like cyborg villains. And then we've got the Doomsdays. Here's the acrylic one. This thing's a pain in the ass. But you see we've got my custom Matrix Supergirl there on the right, classic Supergirl, Supergirl in her white shirt, and the DCUC Power Girl. We've got Black Lanterns, JLAs, Superboy Prime, Superboy clones. There's the Eradicator without his visor, which is somewhere down there. Just a lot of awesome figures. New 52 Power Girl, New 52 Supergirl, counterparts from their worlds, Justice Lords 2.0 back there, which is not finished because I don't know why it's not finished, it just isn't. But I will finish it. We've got the Christopher Reeve, of course, DC Multiverse. And then we've got two more Supergirls, Superwoman, some Ed McGuinness, Jesus. I almost say Alec McGuinness. It's Star Wars, and yeah, whatever. Anyway, we've got a bunch of different Supermans here. Last Sun, Dark Knight. There's that Hush with that came in the Superman Through the Ages that doesn't have the vines, the torn up cape. Yeah, just basically a lot of Superman standing in a row, a lot of great figures. The last shelf. This is like the hodgepodge figures. We've got the reissued Mego, Squinkies, Squickies, Squawkies, whatever the heck those things are called. A little plushie my godson got for me. Meezits, Total Heroes, Nightwing, the new 52 Metallic that I have open, Superpowers with the Superboy from Young Justice, Injustice, Superboy Prime, crappy Mattel version, Hasbro Superman Blue. Sorry about this, guy. A little shaky, getting shaky. Alfred E. Newman, the original one, a Play School, and then we get it over into my customs. That is my Jor-El. He is basically the Man of Steel Jor-El with the color palette of the 78. Custom clone Superboy, custom Connor Kent with the black shirt Superboy, a Mattel Superman, my Superman in Kryptonian armor custom, and my Superman New 52 Earth 2 custom, iPhone phone case, and then just some random in-package figures behind there. Lastly, on top of the case, we have the Superman Bank, which actually has all the hands from my Hot Toys in it, because it's a convenient place to keep them. We've got a Superman bobblehead, hats, Blackest Night Hawkgirl, Hawkman, my clock, Blackest Night Wonder Woman, another bank, Blackest Night Flash, the piggy bank, and behind there, if you can see it, is a Movie Masters Feora, which I got on Amazon for like $6, and I'm going to do some kind of custom with that I haven't decided yet. Lastly, we come over here to the Pez dispensers. Of course, we've got Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern. The Batman, Green Lantern, and one Superman all have the Justice League card, and then the last Superman has the different variant card with just the DC logo. And of course, they're still in package because 1, I hate Pez, and 2, well, I hate Pez, so there's really no reason to open it. So there you go, guys. This was a shaky journey, about half an hour long, moving around. Oh, I did miss some stuff over here. Sorry about that. These are little drawings that I get at Comic-Con every year by an artist called R.A.K. They're $1 a piece. Lots of cool little different Supermans and different other Justice League and DC characters. And some of my Superman Hot Wheels. And my Shredder. Because you need a Shredder in your office. Alright guys, that is it. We have done the walkthrough. We've seen what we can see. I hope you guys stayed with me through this. I hope you enjoyed the video. I, of course, want to thank you for watching. I apologize for all the focusing issues. And we're going to end with just this awesome look at the Big S. Of course, this is Rez the Collector. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.